Hello my angry nerds, this is Fanboy and welcome to your daily dose of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today's game is going to be between two very established pros. In the bottom right hand corner you have the Knight of NightEnd. It sounded better in my head, I guess. He is our blue Protoss. In the top left hand corner you have the number one Zerg player for the most part, at least in my mind. You have TLO, Liquid TLO to be exact. If memory serves me right, he is German. He is a very cool German. I've been to Germany and I love German. I love Germany, period. It is a very cool country, and TLO is one of those people that I've been following his career for a very long time when I got into watching Starcraft back in the day. And he's just one of those people that he just comes up with crazy stuff all the time to get himself out of bad situations, and he's an all-around good player. I mean, there's not enough good things I can say about TLO. I hope he stays around for a very long time and keeps coming into tournaments like this one and just showing how to play this game correctly. This game comes to you via HomeStorycup, the latest one out of last year. Because as I record this is 2016, of course. And NightEnd is somebody I've been following for quite a while. I took a break from StarCraft about a year ago, for about a year, because I was traveling and doing a bunch of other stuff. And when I got back, NightEnd had kind of made a name for himself. With NightEnd, you had Puck. I consider them all kind of together, sort of, kind of. They all know each other. They're all friends, and they all came up, in my mind, together. That may have not been the complete case, but NightEnd, Puck, and a bunch of other players pretty much got out of Heart of the Swarm and got into Legacy once Legacy was in beta, and really just played it exclusively for the most part. So what is TLO going to do this game against NightEnd? NightEnd is a very good Protoss player. He is up there with Puck. He's up there with any real what you would call foreigner player. He is not Korean, of course. NightEnd, I think, is Russian. Or he comes from Eastern Europe. I know that much. I don't know if he's Russian or if he is Ukrainian, or I know he comes from that part of the world. And if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I'm pretty sure he is from that part of the world. I almost said that part of the country. Because I live in the United States and that's what we say. Because Americans are, well, kind of dumb when it comes to world geography, and I am no exception. TLO has lots and lots of creep. He does have 2 queens out that are designated creep poopers. You would think that would be a lot, but on this map, Ruins of Seras is a very, very large map. As I was talking, we missed this. Sorry about that, guys. It looks like NightEnd is going air. He has a Stargate, and he's pumping out Phoenixes. So, I'm assuming this is more for harassment. It's more for just to get map control, for the most part. Gateway research has just finished up, so... And TLO is a little late on his speed, it looks like. So they're gonna drive all the Zerglings out of here and get a couple Overlord kills. TLO looks like he's already on the ball and does have spores popping up at pretty much every single base he has. Yeah, that Overlord is obscuring that one, but yeah, there's spores at every single base that he owns, and right now he's just droning up. He does have a Hydralisk Den on the way and an Infestation Pit on the way, so could this be some type of old school play, or is he going to go more into lurkers and stuff like that? I would not be surprised if you could see lurkers. Speaking of attacks, it looks like TLO wants to do some type of Zergling run by, or he's getting those Zerglings into place to do a run back, because right now NightEnd is kind of vulnerable. He is expanding at this point in time to a third base. He doesn't have a huge army supply that I can tell you. Let's see, 34 to 35, so they're pretty equal. Workers, on the other hand, 70 to 58, so that's not unusual completely. So we'll see what kind of happens there. Mothership Core is out for NightEnd, and it looks like we're getting upgrades for roaches. Do we have a... Well, we do have a Hydralisk Den turned into a... oh my goodness, what is that building? I just went brain dead. Oh, what do you... Lurker Den. There you go. Derpa derpa. These Phoenixes are getting work done. They kill a queen, are going to kill another Hydra. Have to be kind of careful. One of those Phoenixes is going to go down because TLO has infestors. Not very many infestors, only 3. And here comes the first lurkers out of TLO. Lurkers are awesome. They are spiny little roach things that kind of just wiggle around and burrow and wreck your face. It looks like NightEnd is going more for a Zealot speed backed up with Archons type of play. These Zealots do have speed. No, only attack for an upgrade, so not a whole lot of damage there. And I did see a drop moving out. Warp Prison is here, loaded up with 4 Zealots. We're gonna see what that can do, but no observers for NightEnd, so those Zealots are pretty much gone. This army just can't really face down what TLO has at the moment. So I don't know what he's planning on doing. That is a lot of Zerglings. Blink got research from NightEnd, and I have not seen one stalker. So I don't know what's going on there. And I don't know whatever happened to that warp person. What happened to that warp person, I wonder? I don't see it anywhere on the minimap, so I'm assuming it got killed. There is an observer for NightEnd, so you can take on the lurkers, but that is a lot of DPS just for that small unit base. If we look at army supply for NightEnd is only, what, 82 to 107? That's never good. So if we zoom out on the camera, you can see this huge concave from TLO. The Mothership Core does go into photon overcharge mode. Zealots are going to come from both sides and sweep into this army. It's more just the factor of not enough DPS. for the most part. The Archons are trying to make work happen, but you have disruptors. Disruptors are here. So as long as the disruptors stay alive, they can very easily put out the DPS necessary enough to kill this little tiny army. But if you look at the minimap will show that there are just reinforcements coming from all over the place. From TLO. TLO has expanded to 4 bases. So what TLO wants to do is do as much economy damage to NightEnd as humanly possible. And that's what it looks like is going to happen. The cannon is unpowered. The probes are saying, okay, we're going to probably evacuate here shortly. But it looks like NightEnd just doesn't have a lot of DPS at the moment. Only Zealots and a single Adept randomly. And when you have Zerglings on Disruptors, that's never good. NightEnd does lose his 3rd. There are lurkers still around, so that's never a good thing. So, you may want to cancel this Nexus building because it will go down. He does cancel it, so I just don't think sending a bunch of Zealots in to kill lurkers is a very good idea. But look at the observer squad that NightEnd has. He's not going to take any chances of losing any observers. He has 4 of them with his main army. But NightEnd has lost quite a bit. He did lose, basically, he is on 3 bases technically. More like 2 if you consider the mineral loss on the main and natural. So he needs to get this 3rd base up and running. But there goes the Lurker. Lurker just goes flipping through the air. But there's only 1 Lurker with this army. Roaches have come out for TLO, so I mean, this could be anybody's game, but it looks like TLO is expanding for the most part. So, I mean, I don't know who has the better leverage here. So, you know, I don't know. A bunch of Lings here probably looking to wait for an opportunity to counterattack, just like right now. Trying to kill off as many probes as humanly possible. And why the main army of NightEnd is out in the middle of the map. Doesn't get a whole lot done with that counterattack, but the main armies look like... Ooh! That Lurker went head over heels. So we're gonna see what these main armies can do. But look at this positioning from TLO. TLO knows counterattacks. He is positioning Lings to where he can counterattack fairly easily. But that Lurker is never going to see the light of day. Doesn't get cancelled and just pretty much dies right off the bat. And it looks like a full retreat for TLO at the moment. But look at that creep spread. And here comes the Ling / 1 Lurker attack. There is no detection here, so this Lurker can probably do quite a bit of work. Up to 10 kills now, up to 11 kills. I mean, good lord. Ultras are on the way. Ultras are actually already here, or are being built, technically. If I can find the main army. Aha, there you are. Ultras are glitched still, sometimes. So, we're gonna see how the Lurker, Roach, Hydralisk, and Ling approach works, really. Here comes another counterattack from TLO from the bottom of the map. And this may be... I think this is just kind of a run-by to see what's out there. One little old zealot does die for that. But it looks like these lings don't have a chance in hell. So, yeah, those lings die for an honorable cause. But the rest of them are kind of just spread out on the map, just saying, hey, we're positioned to do whatever is necessary to get done. So, Warp Prism is here. Warp Prism, I'm assuming, did a little bit of harassment earlier on. Passenger plans? That's odd. Does TLO have any type of... I mean, he doesn't really have any type of investor in his army at the moment, but these Ultras, they are upgraded, but they're not completely upgraded, so... I mean, they're upgraded, but they're not upgraded, if that makes any sense. So, if we take a look at this, you're going to see this huge content. Disruptors kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Not ever a good idea. These disruptors are very vulnerable. They can get killed very easily, if not left unattended. And they do not want to be leading a charge like that, because they will get slaughtered. But 2 attack Archons are still something to be feared and dealt with. 3 Immortals and a couple of Zealots mixed in. You have a Warp Prism trying to warp in more and more units at the front line, but these Ultras are kind of just being melted by all these Archons. They're not fully upgraded Archons. If they were upgraded Archons, they would do a whole lot more damage. Nice split right there from the Disruptor field. And what's really bad here is the Ultras are kind of getting stuck on the Queens and not being able to engage. Here comes one of the first real engagements that deals with Archon on the Ultralisk this game. And it looks like the Ultras will completely die off, but it will chase NightEnd all the way home for the most part. His army has been completely and utterly decimated, but I mean, he's on upgrade. TLO is on upgrade central. Does have a Spire out. So the Spire has turned into what I call the ultimate Spire. Basically, you can produce Broodlords at this point. So we're gonna see what exactly happens there. Attack on the fourth from TLO, and what's the big problem here for NightEnd? NightEnd is lost his fourth, and is in danger of losing his third. If he loses that third, he has really no way to mine whatsoever. I mean, drones are dying somewhere, I just don't know where. I think that's from a later attack. The third is going to go down from NightEnd. If he loses that Nexus, he does lose the Nexus. Basically, he does not have any way of mining. So, yeah. That's never a good idea. So, with that, there is only one real option now, and that is long distance mining with all these probes. So, these Zerglings have ultimately paid for themselves. Going into a corner, hiding, and that's what they're known for, is counterattacks, counterattacks, counterattacks. That's what Zerg loves to do, and that is what TLO loves to do. He loves his counterattacks, especially with Zerglings. And these are no ordinary Zerglings, they are 2/2 Zerglings. So they kill things mighty quickly. TLO's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 6th base just went down. 2-2 Zerglings against a bunch of probes. That's never going to be good. Probe Massacre City. Oh, 32, 34. It's going to be 35. 35 probes all went down to all those little tiny Zerglings. And it looks like NightEnd is kind of going from, hey, I may win this, to, I'm probably not going to win this. He doesn't have any production. He does not have any way to mine anything. There are Zerglings in his natural at the moment, killing off his natural nexus. So his only real, his last breath is going to be trying to take down bases, but there is lurkers already established here. Lots and lots of drones. Drones do come around and start attacking for the most part. A ton of Zerglings come out of nowhere, and that is GG from NightEnd. NightEnd loses this game. This game was coming to you via HomeStorycup, the most recent one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. The mic, my mic has been pushed back because you guys have been noticing that my mic has been a little loud. Please let me know if you like this one better, or this setup a little better, and I will see you guys in the next game.